Ooh,
Okay.
be right back 1 second.
Geppetto. Oh, sorry.
Geppetto.
Loading. Boopity.
You know, that's the life, the national story of Italy.
I should have said 1 metaphorical second, because it was a lot more than 1 second. But anyways, I'm back.
Who's counting?
I'm not. Ain't me, Chief.
Ain't me. Ain't me.
I ain't no fortunate one. That is not how you spell any of that.
Shoutouts to Credence.
What? Oh, yeah, I guess technically CCR would be technically part of that.
Yeah, because they
I'm
were
so
the ones
used
who
to
sang
hearing-
that version.
Yeah, I'm so used to hearing CCR, but not Creedence Clearwater Revival. I'm just like, what? No, it's the same thing. I'm fucking stupid.
I gotta shut up for CBT.
No!
Okay. You know, fun.
Talking ball torture.
Closed beta testing.
Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
Oh,
Anyone can
Wikipedia.org.
edit. I have edited the Wikipedia article.
I've edited the Wikipedia article for All Dogs Go to Heaven 2.
I made it so they don't go to heaven.
We can do this. Man.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, we're all here, right? We're all here.
I think we're all here.
I'm posting my stream links.
Take it and tell me when to fire the bullet.
Oh,
I'm
we're
just
live.
I'm just coming off of that fucking watch party.
What a day.
What a day.
And I say to myself, Lupavale is so gay.
Is it? Is it gay to Lupavale?
Guys, is it gay?
Ugh.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my creepy
Twisted
town.
Final Fantasy house.
one's-
Yep.
This
We're
one's
gonna
sponsored
go-
by NeoWiz.
Yeah, this one-
and,
by
Liza P.
NeoWiz. We're
in
gonna
the bottom
go.
right corner. You'll see me playing Liza P.
Everyone's
Please leave your soap at the door.
Everyone, leave your soap at the door.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy house.
Yeah, live from the Final Fantasy house, even.
Yeah, we're live from the Final Fantasy house, from the
yeah.
Final Fantasy house. Literature failure.
If you look in the bottom right corner of the screen, you will see me live eating all of the bars of soap that you leave at the front door.
Very nice, very nice.
One by one, I will be unwrapping each, and I will be rating them based on quality, texture, firmness, and taste.
That's
And
very
scent.
good. That's very
You
good.
can't forget scent. Scent's an important part of that.
Well, yeah,
Well, scent is a very important part of the Final Fantasy
but-
house. Have you met Jen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jen, known in some circles as the Musky Husky. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I hate this so much now. I
Yeah, I hate
started
this
saying
bit.
that.
I don't like this bit. I'm uncomfortable.
It's over. It's over, everyone.
God damn it, Hojo.
God damn it, Hojo.
God damn it, Hojo.
Was
God
Hojo
damn
the
it,
one that
Hojo.
didn't- or no, they both never showered, wasn't it?
It was Jen.
And Jen
And
was the
Hojo
one that...
just tolerated the shit.
Right. Anyway,
I'm losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, we all are. Anyways,
let me
Hi,
recensor
stream.
after such a horrible thing was endured by us. We have to forget the incident. It happened, and we shouldn't stick with it. We shouldn't let it stick with us.
It's gonna be all right. Oh, damn it.
hey, that was a
you
close
sure?
reassure, though.
The reassurance has failed. Panic.
I am actually panicking because Dr. Bob's not on the map right now.
Oh no.
Drag your dog.
Oh, wait! Ethel
Nice.
became
Yeah, there
big.
you
There he is.
There you go.
Ethel, please.
You ate him! Okay, there we go.
Please do not eat Travis.
If my players can stop voring each other.
Holy shit! I just saw like Mauser expand for a moment there. It was hilarious.
That was my doing. I was trying to. It was like I was playing a shell game searching for Doc Henry.
I feel like I've been thrown in a coffee maker.
I feel like you've been in a sponsored NeoWiz stream.
Actually, no. It's actually sponsored by Coffee Mate. Mauser, tell us about Coffee Mate.
It doesn't make coffee, right? Or is it a creamer? Is it a creamer? I don't drink coffee. Drink it up. It'll make you feel good.
The idea of a sponsored segment where you're advertising for this product and you go, I don't use this product.
I don't know what this is. Buy it. I also endorse the thing.
I don't use this.
Oh, fuck.
Even Gino endorses the thing, who killed his wife and family.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck this. Let's have another watch party where we watch Conjun Part 4. Gino Part 4, rather. Conjun Strikes Back.
Oh god, we'll get into Lupavale eventually, I
They're
swear.
equivalent here.
We'll get in there. Fuck, holy shit.
The veil was the friends who made along the way. And
Is this how Sisyphus felt?
I think
fucking
so.
hell.
Alright, so...
And rights.
So last
It's
time,
whale.
on Letters from Lupavale, the gang fought a trash whale and got forklift certified.
Yeah.
Well, one person got forklift certified and the rest kind of helped out.
How
rest
did
helped.
that be me?
Doc Henry,
Doc Henry?
has a fucking whaling harpoon.
Bob.
It's some kind of evil fucking relic that gives him dark powers. Well, we don't know they're dark powers yet, just powers. There's something fucking wrong with this town, considering now you're back outside of the checkpoint house, and you know, using your eyes and nose, there's no ocean around here. This seems pretty inland. This is, in fact, the opposite of an ocean, not a desert, but because deserts are actually pretty close to an ocean conceptually, if you think about it. This is a fucking forest, not a rainforest, but like a temperate forest. So whatever just happened in there, whether it was a mass hallucination, even though you all have the exact same memories completely down to every detail, you don't fucking know. But there is the trail past this checkpoint house to Lupavale proper.
Hey.
So
Guys,
if you
I wanna bring up a point real quick.
Yeah.
go on ahead.
You guys all realize that we went to that beach, apparently inside that building.
Yeah.
That's not
I-
that's not weird to any of y'all.
I mean, it was kind of weird. I just kind of thought it was something in the air.
When you say something in the air, what do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Could be various substances. Who knows?
There we go forward, and even more frightfully, can we even turn back?
The forklift was kind of weird, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how they got a whole
Last
forklift
half
in
hour
there.
was the weirdest half hour of my fucking life.
Oh,
It
well
was
said.
longer than a half hour, in fact. You were spending a good couple of hours searching on that beachfront.
Oh no.
And we're also not just gonna talk about the mines that were in the trash.
Oh, I thought we were all just playing floor is lava for a minute there.
Let me check.
No, I think one
Okay.
of y'all got blown up.
Did we?
Didn't one of them get blown up?
One of them almost got blown up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna check my inventory to see that I still have the dynamite.
That's a stick of dynamite in your pocket. That's a real stick of dynamite. That's a dynamite stick.
Okay, great.
That's not scary at all.
Yeah.
In fact, no, several sticks of dynamite bound together. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them?
I'm just gonna hold on to
dangerous.
this. Yeah. Don't
It's all
worry.
kind of bundled together, stuck together. It's in a little daisy chain. It's not a good thing, like karmically.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess whatever happened, we move on from it, and we just keep going towards our destination. Y'all are all going to Lupavale, right? I think we established this.
Yeah, I'm headed
I'm
that
pretty
way.
sure.
You established this in the room that you thought was a mass hallucination. Yes.
I mean, it's been a few hours, and we've been through a little bit, so I was just like,
Oh yeah, of course.
Charles is just trying to reestablish where are we going.
Well, there's.
Can we see Lupavale in the distance?
Yes, you can actually.
Awesome.
Lupavale. You can see, like, you're in the ground is flat enough here. You can see Lupavale Square. You can see the fountain from here.
Got it.
It's not that far away.
Well, I
Well,
guess
let's go.
That's it then. All right, let's head on over there then.
And as we're walking, Charles is gonna take out his little notebook, his little notepad. I think it's a notepad I wrote, right? Yeah, notepad. And like he's writing down like all the stuff that happened basically inside of that house with the beach. And he's like, "There's some good ideas right here."
Dreeb,
We'll
there's
hold
some
on
good
to
ideas
those.
for burgers here. Dreeb.
Yep, something like that.
Well,
Dreeb.
what's a
Blubber burger.
what's a pun that I can do with whales?
Yeah,
So maybe
I don't
there's
know.
an angle with the oil,
something like that.
the baleen plate.
Love a burger.
So anyways,
Dude, I need a
so-
burger made out of baleen. Anyway, continue.
northern we go, and you arrive at Lupavale Square. To the bottom right. By the way, you're coming in from the south again. What do you mean again? This is the first time you've ever been here. Anyways.
I mean, we came from the north, so it's sounding
No,
obvious.
Yep, you're
Huh?
coming in from the southern entrance. Go ahead and place yourselves wherever, whenever. In the
Okay.
bottom right is Lupavale Cemetery. It is a there's more bizarre rat Christian iconography. There is the memorial to our fallen something. You can't really make out the plaque on there, but there's a yeah.
I don't mean to be like this, but it's gonna drive me crazy, and you don't have to fix it.
Yeah.
That fountain is not level. That fountain is tilted.
Mhm. Suffer.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Bring it to my attention.
Why did you say that?
because if
It's
I have to
tilted.
suffer with it, everyone else does.
It's tilted like the
Excuse me,
towers.
fixes at the top are actually not centered onto the platform.
Here, let me just.
You know,
here.
you
Is
say that,
better? Is
but
that
in
better?
my brain,
Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better?
That's better.
in
That
my
one.
brain, the fences made more sense.
Is this better?
It has a bigger
Actually-
triangle in it.
Actually, yes, it does. It is, actually. You made it bigger, and it's less obvious that it's tilted. No, it's more obvious. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
It is way more obvious now.
Tilted at the towers.
Just throw in front of her back.
There we go.
Oh,
There.
Is this happening before our very eyes, or is this just the
Oh, no,
GM
this
fucking
is-
with it?
This is the players fucking with it at this point. This is the players fucking with the GM at this point.
See, how do I roll sanity?
Yeah, I need to
No, don't
double check
worry.
that I'm okay,
Don't worry.
all okay up in the head.
We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, Doc Henry, round of medical exams on everyone. Make sure that we're all good. Make sure our pulse is fine.
I like this idea. Sanity check. Oh,
Okay, so we're still
You're good.
insane. All
Did
right.
not witness how.
All right, get her down.
You did not bear witness.
Get
You
her
did
down.
not bear witness. There is no
My
no such
OCD does not
devastation.
the fact that the entire fountain is sagging slightly to the left does not trigger my OCD.
It's a foundation issue.
It cost me.
It's old.
From the
It's
House
old.
of Leaves.
Well, yes, it is old, actually. You don't know how bright that is. Anyways.
All right, and then we fail our medicine roll.
Valor medicine roll. You look at the three people around you, and they'll live.
Thank you.
Take 2 beers and call me in the morning.
I like that diagnosis.
Let's
Piss.
see.
Thank you for piss in the right corner.
You're welcome.
I'm just glad he didn't have to examine our pee organs for this.
Our pee
Glad
organs,
that he-
baby.
He didn't have to tell us to turn our head and cough.
I only have 5 beers left though, so one of you is only getting 1.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that you would be the one that would be getting the 2 because they're your beers.
He's got a point.
I wouldn't want to take 2 beers off you. I barely want to take 1 off you.
I should probably stay kind of sober, so yeah.
Same.
I guess we want to walk up to this fountain, take a look at it.
Yep.
I do
right.
at least.
So you see the plaque. It says, give me a language. Give me your language.
Your
Oh,
language?
my own language? Let me get an own roll.
Holy fuck, you own.
Yeah.
So yes, it says you're able to decipher. It is a monument to our fallen fledglings. May you rise on wings of steam.
Huh.
Okay. Monument to our fallen fledgling. May you rise on wings of steam. That's intriguing.
This means a lot to somebody.
Fountain itself, is it got like any kind of like statue in it in particular?
Yes. You can see in the middle of it there is a statue of a woman, but you know, it seems to have eroded heavily and arms missing. You can't make out any facial features. The figure is chipped and weird. It's very not flattering.
Well, it's definitely seen better days.
And also in the top left, you see that there is a log cabin, a large-looking log cabin. Like this looks like a pretty fucking nifty swank locale with a chimney that is producing smoke. And to the north, you see on a sign, with a wide open gate, Lupavale Yellow Fang Mine.
Oh,
And
God.
it's just casually open.
God damn it. We're finally gonna get to go after all these years.
That's very interesting, isn't it?
It's just open.
Travis is looking at the graves. He's not going into the cemetery. He's just kind of, I'm guessing there's like a fence around it, right?
There is actually not a fence, but you can see in the ground there used to be like some topiary around it.
All right. Well, he's just trying to glance at the names, seeing if he can see anything. He's got his little petrified tentacle thing that's glowing out, and he's kind of looking around.
It resonates with its brothers and sisters, and you can see that the graves that you're closest to, the letters kind of light up a little bit on them.
Oh, sick. What are the names?
Just a bunch of things that you don't really like. It's like John Smith.
Gotcha. Okay.
All sorts of. It's just people.
Okay,
Can't
but none
really
of them
find
that I
anything
would
in particular.
recognize. Smile.
Well, that depends on if you're willing to do some adventuring.
No, not into the
it's
creepy
not-
graveyard. Not right now.
It's not wise to go off on your own.
Oh no.
There
He's just looking around and glancing.
There are some pieces of odd architecture, though, that you can just see right out the gate.
Okay.
There is a sort of pavilion inside of this location where it seems that 9 marble-hewn statues of these great big, what's it called? These great big flowers. Not like individual flowers, but like the plant itself, like a rose bush or a thistle vine, XYZ. All they're perfectly carved from what you can see in the distance, and in the center is a sort of some kind of man, but that is as far as you can tell. There's some weird fuck shit in this place,
Okay.
and your gut tells you, man, this place be haunted AF.
You said 9 flowers, right?
Yeah, nine plants. Think of it that way. 9 plants, and then a man in the
plants.
middle.
Man in the middle. Spooky.
That's kind of what stands out to you, but the
I-
architecture that is elsewhere is more unnerving.
Okay, yeah, no. Travis is just going to make a mental note of that, and he's going to quickly scurry over to the rest of the guys.
Yeah, please ignore the dedications of bizarre meat angels.
I completely missed the bizarre meat angels, I'm not going to lie.
No, I just mentioned them in passing.
Oh, okay.
That's
gonna-
great.
Of course.
Oh, meet angels.
Love it. Also going to while we're at this fountain, I guess take out the fucky map that I have in here. And we're just gonna take a look at it, figure out exactly where we're at and how to get further into the town.
You're in Lupavale Pavilion. To the north is Yellowfang Mine, as mentioned prior. It does not have like each of these locations has like a little what's it called? A marker on it. By the way, the way that it's being filled out is you're kind of pressing the ballpoint of your pen to the paper, and then the ink just flows out on its own, and it's doing its own thing.
Okay.
It's making physical landmarks on the what's it called? It's making physical landmarks for you next to the words on the map as it details out the topography. To the east is Lupavale is the Lupavale city limits, like its actual township. In the middle here is Lupavale Square, and to the west is the historic district. And next to the historic district, it seems that it is a long strip of buildings and plantations, as it were. Well, plantation is the wrong word, but farms and breweries, things of that sort, and terminates at a hill with a house on top of it, a manor on top of it, rather, that is given no name. Like, you're able to be told, oh, this is where a brewery was. This is where a tobacco farm was. This farm cited to this family. This is this farm cited to this family. This is this property. It doesn't say anything about the house on the hill.
Huh.
There's one thing on this map not accounted for.
Additionally, this is more going without saying. These are miscellaneous locations, but there is a wide, sprawling network of, like, it seems, dirt roads all throughout this fucking place. Like there are like parks, there are like gardens, all sorts of shit, like in the dense foliage that you just simply have no real reason to go to. They aren't really standing out to you.
Nice.
Okay, but now this is a very important question.
Yeah.
So you said that the house has no name on it, right?
Yes.
Like and when you say it's a manor, like it's a fairly big house, bigger than the ones around it, the other farmhouses.
Yeah, it is drawn a manor, like a manor.
Gotcha. Okay.
And there's also a moon in the background, and this is not a blue ink pen, is it?
No, this is just a black.
This is a black ink pen.
Yep.
The ink is now blue around where a moon is.
That is okay. That's really not possible. What the hell is this?
Actually, it could be
right.
possible. It is plausible because
That's
the material.
I'm sorry, Charles. That's the This is me like complaining as if I was complaining at like a TV show.
Yeah,
Charles,
Yeah.
that's the thing you have a problem with, not the trash whale or the mines.
Listen, I was accepting a lot of this because I thought we were on a trip. Whatever, it doesn't matter. All right, something's fucking wrong here. I don't know.
The material the leathery material that this thing is could have a chemical reaction around that location.
It's like a lemon juice highlighter type thing, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just want to go to sleep for like a decade.
That's not an option, buddy.
Is that a character thing, or is that just you speaking your mind?
That's a
mouth?
character thing.
Suit
you.
yourself. Because
I
didn't
got
really get any.
I got
What's up?
answers I need. I can't sleep. I got answers I need to get. Stuff.
I'd like those too, but
Stuff's
these
been
letters
weighing
are
on
very
my
vague.
mind. Well, mine weren't. Oh, well, mine. No, mine were. Never mind. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
I was told I had to come here for instructions. They'd be given to me once I arrived, but they never really gave a spot. So
I mean, that map's drawn itself, isn't it?
it sure is. It's really weird.
Well, I mean, I don't really want to state the obvious, but I think I can like see the map like as it was being drawn, right?
Yeah. Literally everyone is gathered around him,
Gotcha.
just
Okay.
watching this.
The ink
Okay.
is just crawling around. It's doing its thing.
Yeah.
Leaking out of the pen onto the paper. The paper, well, it's not paper, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I absolutely don't want to, I think it's leading us in the way of that unnamed manor over there.
Sure sounds like it. But do we want to like go check out this over here, this house over here?
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather not go to a creepy unnamed house. That, yeah. Let's go check out the log cabin.
Maybe they know something. It looks like there's somebody home anyways. I see some smoke coming out of the chimney there.
Okay, I did not catch that, but I will go. I am not in the game.
All right.
Oh, we're poning up over to the place.
Yep, we're gonna go check out this log cabin.
There is a little staircase leading up.
Cool.
Can
That's
one
where
of
I assume
y'all
you're going to.
Yes.
can one of
There
y'all
we
knock on the door? I'm a little nervous. And
I
you
guess I can.
you kind of see at that point when he says nervous, you kind of see it's almost as if it's like a second nature. You kind of see Travis not really grabbing it, but kind of just like hovering his hand over like where his gun is. Like he's not grabbing it, but he's just a little nervous. He's a little scared boy. He's got problems.
Yeah. I got you. And Charles will knock on the door. Twice, of
You
course.
knock
Oh,
on
God.
you knock on the door twice.
Yep.
And you hear the door. The door doesn't even unlock. The knob turns and swings open gently. Light floods out from inside of the log cabin, and you see a man that is almost eerily tall, and I don't know how to describe this. Quite densely rugged.
How
Very-
tall would you say exactly?
7 feet.
Oh God. Okay.
Good
That's
lord.
quite-
But,
Claire.
he has on his hat a sort of trilby, and over his left eye is a very large eye patch, and the right one is a sort of aquamarine color, very unnatural. Maybe he puts in colored contacts, who knows, but his beard and mustache are very, very scraggly, and he has a sort of, you know, the suits that people wear at funerals? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is more dusty and a little bit worn, a little bit frumpled. But he shifts into view and is leaning on a cane heavily. He looks over Mr. Charles, then at the others, and clears his throat for a moment. I see. Vandal thing is ahead of schedule. Well, come on in. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay. And we'll step in, or I will.
Travis will walk
Stepping in.
in too.
I will. Sorry.
Thoughts talking to Cthulhu right now, or goats rather. Wow, I can't believe I just did that. Insane. Never done that before in my life.
Sorry, my dad came in. What happened? What happened while I was gone?
I called you Dot by accident, goats.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we stepped in.
Yep. All
Yeah.
right, we all stepped in one at a time.
We're
All right.
entering.
Excellent. You enter the
Oh,
log
cozy.
cabin. You can go ahead and drag your token wherever you want. It is a very well furnished log cabin. There is no light from the outside world streaming in. It's just candles and lamp oil. The fireplace is roiling, and atop it is a nifty little kettle. He pulls out the kettle, and already there is 6 teacups out. He fills 5 of them, and the 6th is allowed to be empty. He has a good number of books on bookshelves around. There's a typewriter that is clearly seen vigorous use, perhaps even excessive use, from how worn down the keys seem. This nice cyclopean fellow pours each and every one of you a nifty little cup of tea. There's a little thing for sugar, a little cup of creamer. It is homely. You're welcome.
Thank
Now,
you. I appreciate it, sir.
Much
the least I
obliged.
could do for the lot of you. Believe me. We've all had more than our fair share of tumultuous experiences, haven't we?
That
I
is
would-
fair to say.
I would say so, yeah. Oh,
It
and
is-
one for him himself.
It is pertinent, I would say, in my honest opinion, to be hospitable and kind to those who are within your sphere of influence.
no sense in being so cruel when the world is so full of ills. But none of us are here for such pleasant things now, are we?
I mean, I suppose.
So, my master has summoned you all here. You all rest assured, as fleeting as rest is, that you will receive your inheritance as described, as promised. My master is many things, but a liar isn't one of them.
Who exactly is your master?
And what kind of an inheritance are you talking about?
Those are two very important questions. Which one should be answered first? I will not do you the disservice of receiving an incomplete response.
The one about your master sounds good.
Yeah, that's something I'm curious about.
My master is the one who allowed your letters to be penned. He is a miracle worker, let's just say. He is capable of doing things that are impossible for the average man. Because he is very much not the average fellow. He craves rest. And he craves... Think of it as a story before a child falls asleep. He wants your answer. Now, why you specifically? I don't know. But he summoned you for a reason. And with his abilities, he's capable of making things come true that normal avenues are not capable of. Whether it's, I don't know, riches, a lost heirloom, closure. We can give it to you as sincerely and fully as can not happen in the waking world. Waking world. No. In the dream.
Wait.
I have a quick lore question. So the description of the items that we got, do our characters know that, or is that just like a player thing?
There is a strong intuition about these items. It's like something truer than truth. If you were to it's like it's in your short-term memory, right?
Right,
Where
got it.
if you were prompted about it, it would snap to your attention like, oh yeah, of course, I know what amber is. No, I don't.
Right, okay.
These items are, think of it this way, the information about these items are true self-evidently.
Got it, okay. Does your master have a name?
Yes. And names carry power. It's why you were brought here. Well, how? One of the mechanisms by which you were brought here. You most certainly wouldn't have boarded the bus if your name wasn't addressed, would you?
I mean, probably not.
To this end, my master fetched your true names from the lexicon and applied them, or allowed them to be applied.
I understand. At least I think I do. I mean, you mentioned some kind of lexicon? Is that like a phone book or something like that?
Let me put it this way. If you have any suspicions about who penned your letters, they are accurate.
What?
Each and every one of them is accurate. They were, in fact, written by the subject.
That's not possible, though.
Indeed. In the dream, it is not possible. But again, my master is capable of things that are not possible in the dream.
Man.
And the dream is where we are now?
I think he was just implying that the dream was what we would think of as the real world, and that we are now somehow more awake. At least that's my comprehension of what he's been saying.
At this point, Charles is just looking at the map like, where the fuck is the dream on this map?
Thanks, Bob.
Man,
Your friend is correct, though. Well, I suppose you would be friends back in my master's day, but maybe things have changed. Humans are capricious things, after all.
All right, sir. I do genuinely appreciate your hospitality, and I don't mean to make this sound rude, but the way you just said humans are capricious makes it sound like you and your master are not human.
Yeah, that one kind of lost me there for a minute.
Well, my master is most certainly not human. He is not elven. He's not orcish.
Oh, I've heard of those. Those were in the Fellowship of the Ring. I remember that.
I'm gonna make a
yes.
roll. I'm gonna make a roll real quick to
I
see if Travis is familiar with Middle Earth. What would that be? Would that be like history or something like that?
Think of it as culture.
Culture.
Roll what you associate most with culture.
Roll what I associate most with culture. I
This game's
would.
got so many stats. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's like history.
Either history or like.
Yeah. Not only does Travis not know what an orc or a dwarf, or not only does Travis not know what Fellowship of the Ring is, he's never even heard of an orc or a dwarf before.
Do I look like I know what a Gimli is?
Do I look like I know what a hobbit is? So, yeah. When he says orc and elf and at Charles mentioning something about Fellowship of the Ring, Travis is like, what's a Fellowship of the Ring? Like a ring, like a class ring?
Oh, it's a classic book. J.R.R. Tolkien. You know him?
No, I
Wrote some good fantasy books.
grew up in a small town in Texas. We didn't have many books.
Oh, this one's a real classic. You should look it up when you get back home.
It's on the shelf.
Oh, better. And I'm gonna go look over for it on the shelf. Pick it up.
You find it naturally.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna hand it over to Travis.
Okay. Yeah, Travis is gonna pick it up and just kind of look through it and skim through it.
Big book.
Yeah, it quite is. I like these little fellas, these hobbits.
Yeah, they get really hungry a lot. They always talk about like second dinner and everything.
Used to know a couple of guys like that back overseas. Always wanting to eat more.
Oh yeah. There's some good adventures in it too.
I'll
yeah.
have to read it if we get some downtime.
By all means.
Sir,
You
I just realized we didn't get he kind of hesitates as he's about to say the word name, remembering what the guy said earlier. We didn't get a name for you.
My name is Richard III.
Richard III. Okay.
Richard III. All right.
Of course, friends call me Dickie. We can be friends.
I would like to be friends with you, man of your stature. You look like you'd be fun.
I just heard Mauser make such a noise.
I mean, as soon as you said he was a naturally tall, I knew where you were going with it.
And that he was one-eyed.
just like that, just from this tall, like the length, I knew.
Oh, I was thinking. Oh, is this a guy from the Yellowfang Mine thing?
This is a new guy. Ask about him. Ask about him. This is your NPC. This is your guy.
Okay.
This is
okay.
your guy.
Well,
Incredible.
you keep talking about your master, but I'm kind of interested in you. You look like a really storied kind of guy. You know what I mean? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dickie.
He contemplates for a moment.
Oh yeah, he has an eye patch. I have to draw his eye patch.
He gives a almost knowing, bemused smile, as if a child is asking about the birds and the bees for the very first time. He gives his tea a little sip. By the way, he's just going raw. No honey, no milk, no nothing.
Oh, that's how Travis is drinking it.
Travis, it tastes like juniper berries and hibiscus.
Okay, sure. I'm trying to think. I don't think Travis knows what those are, but yeah, he likes the taste of it, I guess, yeah.
It tastes a juicy, like, it's bitter in a way that the earth is. He can taste the earth in it, and the feeling of that earth is indifferent but bountiful.
I hope you guys don't mind that I'm kind of doodling over the maps.
No, I love it. No,
Okay,
I love
good.
It. Have fun. Have fun.
It genuinely helps me like understand kind of the situation.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
And it's also for later. Just in case we come back to these areas.
Yeah. And also, so yeah, he's sipping his tea and he goes,
I am the last remnant in this town. I come from a line of very, very happy people. My grandmother and my grandfather, the ones who gave me the access to this blood-bound locale and the promise of my inheritance, should I stay the course. That grandmother was a crone of sorts, a shaman woman with a passion for coffee. By our Lord's grace, she met the love of her life, a saxophonist by name of Richard I. Richard I was a noble man. Well, he had died once, been brought back from the brink by my master, lived to tell the tale. He did not live a simple life or an easy one. But if my master's to be believed, I inherited his resilience, as all those of our line do. It is a wonderful thing. They settled down in the countryside in Lupavale, or what would once be Lupavale, one day, with a friend of theirs, Saint Vermilion. They started a farm together. They sold tobacco and coffee out of their little shop. And things were simple. Simple and peaceful.
Uh-huh. Sounds like a nice life. You know, I grew up on a cattle ranch.
Tell me about them.
Well, I was born in the early 1970s. My dad was a Marine, much like I am, Semper Fi. He fought in Vietnam, and we lived on my grandpappy's cattle ranch, and that's basically what I did and what I was planning to do once I got back from my own stay. I've always liked my father. I thought he was always a very noble man, and so I wanted to be just like him. So I also joined the Marines. Not me having to look up my own character's backstory to see what unit
That's
he's from.
Everything's good.
That explains why Bran saw such a kinship in you.
Brand?
Bran. The man you saw through.
Oh,
Oh,
Do not.
the whale guy.
Oh.
The dwarf.
Yeah. It's a shame
Thought
what
he was just
happened to
kinda
him.
Short, but okay.
He was also a servant of my master.
Yeah, he also said that he was in the military.
Yes. In the dream, or in his dream. In the dream unending, frankly. Some followers of our master, they sought to be rewarded with this taboo thing. The dream unending, it's called. Where some people live lives in sequence. They live lives in turbulence. They repeat things. Common people take place in common events across time. They simply come into being, brought about as if by the wind, seamlessly stitched into place. They live, they die, they start the next scenario. They live, they die. Bran was from before the dream even began. He was a veteran. War was all he knew, so he wished to live in a war unending. But evidently, the fool grew weary. He decided his penitence was up, and he wanted to be ended on his own terms. You carried through that execution. The blood is not on your hands. It is hardly blood anymore. Just sand on the beach. Do not think of what you did as murder. It is the opportunity to participate in ferrying a tormented soul from one side to the next.
I felt that. I just wanted to, put him out of his misery, because I'll never forget that poor guy's face when he was shoveling the trash into his mouth. It's no way to live.
That's truly how we saw things. It can't be helped, but perhaps no, we shouldn't regret. Things were. Things will continue to be. Some grief is beyond reason. I wish, for all people, really, that there could have been a different way, but when all is said and done, it's what he desired. I can't reach into his soul and rewire him, fix him, reforge him. Nobody could, not even our master. The best we could do is remember that he once lived. And remember that they once lived, we do.
I didn't think it was gonna be that obvious.
I saw the post for last week's attempted
saw the
session.
post. Yeah, I did.
Here's the thing. That wasn't a reference to what I was referencing to.
That's
Oh
insane.
no!
It gets worse. It gets worse. Dungeon 2, you're not ready for.
Behold a sorcerer of Eld.
I need to be held.
No.
Behold, a sorcerer of Eld!
I need to be held.
just imagining Emmett Selch holding Mauser tenderly.
Fucking rhyming goblin style. Jeez Louise.
Oh god, I can't wait for the next boss to cast Bad Faith, and we have to get in the order.
Oh.
So Dickie the Third clears his throat.
I understand you have procured some objects.
Oh, do you need these? I kind of like this one. It's at this point where you realize that ever since that moment in the dungeon, when it lit up and like showed everyone the mines,
Yep.
Travis has not let go of that tentacle. He's had it in his hands the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
I've been here the whole time. And he grabs it and he's like, I kind of grown fond of this little one right here. It helped us out quite a bit when we were taking care of some. Speaking of which, I'm still having trouble. So you know about the whole thing with the beach, then?
Wait, yeah.
I knew that it would happen, but I wasn't there to see it.
Man.
Yeah, no, that makes more sense than I would like to admit.
I am just the destined facilitator. As I have determined, as I would like to claim my inheritance when all of this is over.
Yeah, the inheritance. Is that what you were talking about earlier with the whole, like, your master can grant you riches, closure, or...
Yes.
That's the inheritance? Okay.
My master can, in fact, do, well, not anything. He can tickle the desires of any race.
And then he points at the little stone tentacle. It is in your arms.
Would you like to know about her?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me.
Her name was Meredith Vernon. And she was a misfortunate soul. One who strove for great things for her little ones. She was willing to give all, but in the end, she was betrayed by her people. And she became a martyr. When my lord beseeched her and asked, "What can I do to make this right?" she bore her soul to him and said, "Please, protect my son." So moved was he that not only through blood, but happenstance, through fades and flashes of this one child in the lives of this community, that they chose so nobly to protect him with their one wish. He did grant it, and he vowed that the child, their fate would be kind in the end. He wished to meet him, and they met. And my master endured the worst from within the child's heart.
This morning. Yeah.
What's up?
I can't hear you. What? Okay.
Interruption.
Sorry, I'm just talking to my mother. I
You're
was
fine.
trying to be quiet. I didn't want to interrupt your important thing.
Yes. He-
Yeah. So,
He bore the contents of his soul, all the hatred, all the resentment, all the despair. And he bore it. He accepted it all. And he answered to Saint Vermilion, not as man and God, but as equal.
this is a Bringles question, but
Yeah.
is Saint his like first name, like not a title?
No, that's a title.
Okay, cool.
He's a saint now. Basically, this is me going, "Hey, Dot, this was the plot.
Yep.
We forgot to
This is exactly how I kind of was seeing it there.
Yep.
Oh.
This is from Yellowfang?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the plot that we never got to.
Yeah.
I get it completely.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, you're already bringing his mother into it. Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But yeah, no, now we have the thematic through line through literally this fellow is holding a monument to the mother of Saint Gillian.
Gotcha, okay.
Yep.
I'll make sure to carry it with respect then.
As you should.
Unless
It is...
unless you would like it back.
No. The things in this place are ancient. They are relics of a time where magic was ripe in the air. Before the dream, before all was separated and quelled. In defiance of the end.
I understand.
I do wonder what your answer will be, what he thinks that you'll be able to say. But I suppose that is for you to find out, not for me. During your travels here, you are welcome to this home. It is mine, and it is yours. There is lodging. There is books. My master's a patient man. But you may not be patient people. This is your safe haven. Think of it that way. No ghosts from your past can ravage you here.
Oh,
No sadness that lingers may own you. I only ask that when you leave, when you arrive, you do it as one. For none should be lost in the waking world alone.
I understand.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
I'm here.
What's up, Mauser?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just been soaking this all in. Like,
Tell me your thoughts, Mauser.
Speak your mind.
Yeah.
speak my mind. Gee whiz. I'm sorry. I'm.
Bless you.
Tongue-tied.
You're tongue-tied, you're stunned.
Stun locked.
Tongue-locked even.
I'm sure there's a good script to write in here for your next show.
I don't write shows, but I appreciate it, friend.
I didn't say it in character.
I know.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
use the Dweeb voice. I'm curious as to why Doc Bob and Benson have been so close over there. Are they cuddling?
I just put myself on the map.
I know.
So
All
Just
you have
wanna
know is
say-
I'm the little spoon.
I'm so glad that Dickie the Third here has kept up his grandmother's history of having a hospitable home.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm so proud.
I'm glad that you see. I'm glad that you see the ley lines and the care that I've put into this character.
Of course,
so
it's
proud.
beautiful. I love it so much.
I was
This
going
is-
to have this character even if Mauser wasn't in it. Like,
Of course.
Oh,
Just because-
this,
I mean, like-
this is the thing that you were talking about last week that Mauser would have liked to see. I get
This
it.
is
yes,
this is
yes.
gosh darn. Oh man.
And this is basically literally a love letter to one of Mauser's characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
the-
Okay.
Like the grandfather of this guy was basically the Saint Vermilion's bodyguard throughout the campaign,
Yep.
and so I think it is very fitting.
Yeah, and I openly imply that they kept a strong friendship even after everything.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I got that.
They started a farm together.
Oh yeah.
They actually went and did the thing that they were like fucking shooting the shit about. Like, hey, after all this, let's start a tobacco farm.
Yep,
They did it.
it ruled.
I'm
I'm-
guessing
I'm-
Gillian was Dot's character from that, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And,
You-
and
Yeah.
somebody who's missing from this, Sir Henry. We'll get to him.
I was gonna say, wasn't it
If
like
I found my rope or lost my cow. I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you what.
Wait, who was Sir Henry? Hockey or Oberus?
Sir Henry was Oberus,
Oh,
and he
okay.
was a monster.
Oh, okay.
Basically, his token was Dr. Lifesky from the the Treasure Island cartoon.
Oh, okay.
He was- He was basically the strongest character in the party. I intended for him to have a scene where he literally 1v everything's all of the enemy faction's forces on his own.
Yeah.
And then he said,
Blave.
"Nope, I'm leaving." And he said, "Nope, I'm leaving." And I was just like, you know what? That's what your character would do. It's fucking brilliant. Yeah.
I miss Argyle some days. I'm not gonna lie.
God, that was beautiful.
Tragically, we won't be seeing Argyle.
Yeah. Well,
Alas.
he went off and he started his own business. Sure.
Yeah.
He had his own. He had his own shit.
He had some rare
Honestly,
strains.
I had canon that the end game for Sir Henry is going off on a new grand adventure.
Hell yeah.
He feels like a kind of Don Quixote figure in that setting.
Some people could escape from crossing fate. However, not everybody could.
He saw the way out of crossing fate and jumped into moving traffic.
Rebel 2, action.
Beside the destiny, the wheel
Get off Douglas Wild Wagon.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh,
this fellow finishes his tea. The other items of import that you have, I can tell you about them if you would like for me to.
Yeah, what's this, wait, do I still have the amber? The little, not the amber,
You have,
the vial.
yes, you have the modeled
Yeah.
flask.
The
You have the modeled
that.
flask.
What's this little thing? That, Bran gave this to me before we left the bus.
That is the last remnant of the third child.
The child?
Yes. The third bastard son of the Saint Ratward.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Oh, my legs.
What are you saying?
Oh.
So
He's
what
about to
you're
on his
saying to
Honda.
me is
Okay.
that
A
this
long,
is a
long-
fetus?
Well, stranger. Settle in, child. This is a long, long time ago. Before there was a sun, before there were stars, there was water. Endless, endless water. A world without definition. My master is a primordial creature from the very conception of life. He laid waste to his enemies, and their corpses created the foundation on which reality existed. Corpses after corpses piled. And thousands of years later, no, not thousands, millions, billions, longer than we can even imagine, there was a mountain made from part of the jaw of one of these creatures. I assume you're familiar with fossil records. Imagine.
Yeah, isn't that where they find dinosaurs?
Yes. Imagine, if you would, a petrified tooth impacted in the jaw of a man. Imagine if it were fossilized, crystallized into pure amber light. That is at the very bottom of Yellow Fang Mine. That's why it has its moniker. The sickly amber color. A group from one of the gods, a group of chosen people elected. Though they had no say in it, they would be wardens of the mine, keeping the amber sealed, keeping reality safe from something that is fundamentally anathema to it. But this amber had a mind of its own, or a perspective of its own, you could say. When it came into contact with things from our world, our reality, it warped them in accordance to its perception. And being innocent, it only believed what it was told. And so, people could turn thoughts about themselves into change. Though, when humans came, they decided to exploit the amber, to lay waste to the dead mother's people, and take their land in the name of nothing in particular, really. Only idle greed, want. The experiments led to a different strain of amber being produced. Amber cells, as they were called, dyed purple with fear, in absolute terror of one person. An individual whose fanatical will brought the child to tears. When the saints came to do their grim duty, to save Amber from itself, though Dalgoth did not know it at the time, the Saint Ratward, founder of Rat Christianity, he embraced Amber.
I'm sorry, I can't get over rat Christianity.
It's real.
It's real. It's real.
I know. I can't get over it.
We love it here.
He embraced the amber when none others would. Others were terrified of it, were aware of the danger it had. He saw it for what it was and took it at face value. He insisted to it that it need not fear that woman, that any harm that she could bring to him, it would not last. And Amber did love this surrogate father. Loved it so thoroughly that when he died, it flew into despair. The products, the people who were infected with this understanding, they warped into harpies, into furies, and sought to wreak vengeance. But a miracle happened. 3 days later, Ratward lived.
Literally
And
rat
took-
Jesus.
Here's the plot twist. He's actually the follower of Rat Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
The storyline was always he basically becomes the Jesus that he learned from. He embodies the teachings.
that's
He walked
insanity.
the path.
He literally walked the path.
And Ratward was an NPC or another player character?
What was Zealot's character?
Oh, I didn't know Zealot was a part of that.
Yep.
Zealot was Ratselmania, if you will.
He was literally a rat wrestler who
he
became Christ. He became Jesus.
Yes, he was a born-again rat Christian.
That's insane.
By the way, he's a werewolf. He's a were-rat.
Yep.
Oh my,
Were-rat.
that's better.
It's so awesome.
By the way, unspoken thing about all of the followers of the Den Mother, all werewolves.
Oh, hell yeah.
All were people. Which implies a direct lineage because Rat Jesus gave Ratward the lycanthropy. This implies that there is a direct line of succession between the Den Mother, the goddess of nature, and Ratward, which leads to Ratward's 3 sons.
Stalls liquid and solidus.
Yeah, rat canthropy, you know.
Ratanthropy! This is the most insane shit!
I'm gonna roll my back canthropy.
Roll Ratanthropy, roll it.
Roll rat canthropy. Just in the middle of this guy's story, just
Rolls Ratanthropy. Suddenly,
Ethel turns into a fucking rat.
Ethel suddenly, like, you look at Ethel, Anna morphs into furry.
Look, Ethel.
Oh my god.
That was too late.
Oh no!
Not in a free shot.
And that's how the Animorphs were invented.
I don't know if you have a prescription for that
But, no.
to cure that.
I do. It's called tequila.
Returning to the tale.
Yeah.
Please.
The great evil is found. Though her memory still lives in
Ow,
this town,
buddy!
I will be upfront with you. To obtain the sanguine cosmic egg, you will have to face the specter of war that created this town. You will face her. You will face her minions. You will face all of their memories, all of which brought despair to this land. And you will end them. They will go to sleep at long last. But it will be arduous. The hatred that they represented was enough to bring the fragile mind of that child to the point of madness, and only fathomless love was capable of bringing him back. I should note, however, returning to the topic of your flask, that substance lacks meaning. When Ratward gave his son a body resembling his own flesh, he used his own understanding of his son to give him that body. Thus, Amber became the third son, and Amber is Amber. That is the last remnant of the Amber that came before. Whatever it is, it has no cognition. It has no sense of self. It will bend to your idea of it. Should you imbibe it, it will do what you think it will do. But it seems you only have enough for one swig. So I implore you to make it count.
Travis is just glassy-eyed at this point. He's just like kind of staring ahead, and he's just like, okay.
It echoes in mind. I'm holding a god.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm holding primordial soup in my hands.
I'm holding a god, or a piece of a god, and primordial soup. Yeah. Okay.
So, what else did you obtain?
Somebody else got something, I know.
We do have a map that for some reason whenever I try to put the pen on it, it just draws itself.
Ah, that piece of velvet. Well, I'm glad that you found it.
It did leave me with like a little question though. There seems to be a house that's not really accounted for. The mansion that's he like kind of points off into the distance from the cabin, so to speak.
That's Sir Gillian's manor. Descended to him, bequeathed unto him by Dalgoth by birthright. From the evil Spork family. His reward eternal for felling them with righteous humiliation. It is Dalgoth's final resting place. When you obtain all 3 of the cosmic eggs, you will have your answer, and you will be able to reach the bottom of that place.
Got it.
So that's what we're trying to do then. Gather
Indeed.
more of these eggs. Would you
Indeed.
happen to know where the other 2 are?
The Crimson Egg is in the theater house in LUPAVALE.
Okay.
I'm jotting these down as notes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The Sage Egg. The Rat Prophet is preparing your last trial.
So it's not done yet?
In the town square, you will meet with the Rat Prophet. The one who coaxed things along.
So these eggs,
Yes.
are they actual eggs, or are they like just egg shaped?
Think of them less as eggs and more as components.
Gotcha.
Are
Okay,
you
okay. So they're more like the eggs that we used to collect and eat, the ones that never actually got fertilized and never hatched. Got it. Okay.
Your goal, ultimately, I know for certain, one of the options that you have with your answer. Have you ever thought, what if things were different?
Yeah, all the time. It's the last thing I think about before I go to sleep, and the first thing I think about when I wake up.
A new universe can be born from these eggs. 3 of them. 1 for each.
Hmm.
You may choose to give up on the waking world and spawn new ones. Maybe they will be better. Maybe they will be worse. These eggs are the collective pathos of all lives that are dreaming, transient, stuck. But the final choice is yours, not mine. I may not sway you. Simply know, if you may dream it, it may happen.
But
If you take anything from this town, they'd be that your dreams may run wild.
Travis is gonna finish sipping his tea and just kind of set the tea glass down at the table. Didn't somebody pick up some kind of like rat Christian crucifix?
Before
I got one of those right here.
Before I
Yeah,
forget,
I think it was the blue one.
I neglected to tell you about the vellum. Yes, that vellum is the. Sorry. That vellum is the uterine lining of a great werewolf saint.
Oh! That was me, not my character. Okay. That's a lovely thought.
Good to know.
She knows this land better than any, and her will still stirs within it. She tells you of
Okay.
this town. she tells you of this world. She can show you anywhere. She chooses here. The trust is for a purpose.
Okay then. Well,
in
I
case
guess
you were
should-
wondering, yes, she was transformed for the ritual. That's Trinity.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Well,
Of course, which should come as a surprise, seeing as there's only so much room to work with the orcish uterus.
So she was an orc before she became a werewolf?
No, she was an orc and a werewolf.
Oh, okay. Still a little confused on this whole rat-canthropy thing. You're gonna have to walk me through it. He's
Well, she
looking at
wasn't.
he's looking at Charles whenever he says you're gonna have to walk me through it.
I mean, like, I could sort of tell you, just read the Tolkien book, though, for real.
Okay.
It'll explain a lot.
Okay, all right, I'll read the book.
Anyways, returning to the effigy, yes, that is the site marker of the rat prophet. Apparently he beat you to the hut.
So that means that the rat prophet was there.
Indeed. And he marked it as a location for the cosmic egg that you obtained.
So if
He
we
is-
find other ones of these, we know
There's
that
a
there's an egg around, right?
Correct.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Then we should probably make our way to this theater house, and I'm like scanning the map to see where it would be at.
You see it. It sketches itself to life. It's in the northernmost part of town, in the west, on the eastern side.
Okay.
And also, you do see that the town square is on the eastern side as well.
I will warn you. You should explore the town before setting out into your confrontation with the past. There are relics. There are sources of great power. There are relics, and
I fucking shitted. I'm
Oh,
wondering how the
shit.
hell you even got up there to begin with. I'm a monkey.
What did he do?
He gifted 10 subs, 5 subs.
Holy fuck!
I fucking
Thank you,
shitted.
Hockey
I'm
Clocker.
wondering how the hell
you
you
got
even got
the-
up there to begin with.
You got the hockey
I'm a
special.
monkey.
I got the hockey special. Thank you, hockey.
I'll have a special announcement for hockey.
I'm wondering how the
Yes,
hell you even
the
got up
guy
there to
that
begin with.
the rat
I'm a
prophet
monkey.
is who you think it is. He is kind of a genius.
I fucking shitted.
Knock,
I'm
knock.
wondering how the hell you even got up there to
Who's
begin
there?
with.
It's
I'm
me, the
a
Rat Boy
monkey.
Genius.
The rat boy genius.
Yeah, Pringles.
I fucking shitted.
Yes.
I'm wondering how the hell you even got up there to begin with.
I'm a monkey.
Fun fact: in the last campaign, Rat Boy Genius gave Hockey's character a wagon that was possessed by the soul of a dragon and could breathe fire and moved like a car.
Oh, I think I remember hockey talking about the wagon.
Yep.
Well-
Rat Boy Genius gave it to
The
him.
rat boy genius.
The Rat Boy Genius, the Rat Prophet, and his
The real-
and his cult of hunters.
A real rat boy genius.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was wild.
Is there like a VOD of this last campaign or something that I could go watch?
No.
No, you're gonna have to get it Bible style. Welcome
Oh,
to Sunday school.
Fuck.
There's a couple that were streamed, but after I can't even describe it.
That wagon was the greatest thing I've ever received in D&D. Did it breathe? It breathed?
Yes, it moved dragon breath.
Okay.
It
He
breathed.
literally ran people over with it. He literally had a Scooby-Doo chase scene with it.
Oh.
He did so much.
Okay, guys, You know,
He put a mounted turret on it.
so you
It's
mean
true.
wagon like
Like
that
a caravan wagon.
like a caravan
Oregon
wagon.
Trail. Like Oregon Trail.
Like Oregon Trail. My brain immediately went to one of the little Red Rider wagon.
No, it was a big ass wagon.
So I thought it was like a tiny little dragon wagon, you know?
No. It was a big fuck machine.
That's
And it was built
insane.
from the parts of his old wagon.
God, maybe I do miss that wagon. Goats gave me too much power with my gun autism. I can tell. Holy shit. Is that why hockey's been so cooked wanting TNT in our campaign?
No. He's always been like that.
Oh, okay.
It's just that when he requests, "Oh, I want to be a gunsmith," I go, "Okay, go ahead, have fun."
I see. Okay.
Zealot doesn't want to deal with guns. Zealot doesn't want to deal with explosives. I
And
allow
neither
it.
does the party. We really don't want to deal with the explosives after what happened in the first campaign.
Yeah, after bombing a holy site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we don't talk about, you know, acts of
He
terrorism.
felt no remorse.
Which is
I mean,
saying
it was
something.
being defiled by goblins at the time.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
It's kind of telling how, in the campaign where black powder is like illegal against, no, you're not allowed to have it. That's the one where we bomb a holy site, and by
Right.
we I mean hockey. In the one where it's completely like free flow with your cock out, he actually got along great with the Den Mother people. He kind of became a messianic figure for Rat Boy Genius.
Yeah.
And hockey
he-
was
like-
playing who in Yellowfang?
He was playing fucking a guy named Flint.
Flint.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a complete like evil motherfucker. But he
Arms
was
dealer,
he was
basically.
he was an arms dealer. He was an illegal arms dealer, and his entire deal was he got his gun stolen by the main antagonist. So that's his in for wanting to fight her, and he was on a quest.
Which y'all never
to-
did, by the way, right?
We fought her multiple times. And the
Oh!
party failed every time.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
all
God.
their fault.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get it. Okay.
But the thing is, when you're fighting an evil cleric who's who's also built so that when she gets on low health, she fucking uses the Joestar's secret technique. It's hard to kill her. She drops
He
level
also
9
had
spells.
like a shit ton of minions.
I
She would
brought the
always
power of
she
the
loved
firearm
bringing
back
minions.
to these backwater people and taught them the way of the boomstick. And these were the rats?
No, these are the werewolves.
The werewolves, okay. So the rats are different than the werewolves, right?
Yes,
I'm sorry, there's a
line of
lot-
succession.
There's a lot of
There's-
lore that was in this campaign that I just completely missed.
There was a completely different line of succession from the Den Mother to the illegitimate offspring. By the way, all of the Den Mother's offspring are all illegitimate.
Right. And
Don't forget about the Were Critter Wrestling Federation as well. They had
Yes.
an entire thing.
you're
basically-
okay. Now you're
basically,
just yanking my
cultural-
balls.
A cultural exchange happened where Ratword taught the werewolves how to wrestle, and they got along great. And then the Were Creature Wrestling Federation was created.
It was Were Warrior. That was it. That was the
Yeah,
word.
it was the Were Warriors.
Warrior.
It was the Were
Yeah.
Warriors, and
Good
literally
Good
in
night,
combat,
Hockey. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Hockey.
Good night, Aki.
Literally in combat, there were ads that were given on the party side that are Were Warriors, and they wrestle the enemies, and they do things like, okay, looks like one of our friends is down. I'm going to pull them out so they don't die here. Oh wait, they just died again. What the fuck is happening?
What level did y'all get to in this campaign? What level did y'all start at?
5.
And what level did y'all get to?
11.
11.
Pretty high. I just remember I got to the point where I could literally equip 2 different classes at once.
Yeah, Gillian experienced ego death and was able to witness every lifetime that he could ever possibly exist in.
And Gillian
So-
is the Saint Vermilion guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
He could
I don't know if that's a
multi-class.
spoiler or not, but
No,
No.
it's not. I
you
said
said
his
it.
name.
With you, yeah, you said it.
But yeah, point is, fucking, he could literally multi-class because he experienced ego death because he ate a pizza.
Right. Okay, yeah, I had actually
All right.
forgotten about the pizza that was made by some kind of Italian.
Yeah,
Gillian.
Gnome Italians.
Yeah,
Gnomes are Italians.
Remember, which leads me to pointing out the funniest fucking thing. You are holding an Italian tentacle in your hands.
Mamma mia.
Mama fucking Mia.
It has like a little mustache on it. No, curly mustache.
You're gonna tell it's Italian because when it talks, it does the thing with its hand.
A bobbity boopy.
A beep and bop.
It wiggles around.
Doesn't even have fingers, still does the thing.
Tentacolo.
It's not even like you could see him do the hand gesture. You can feel it.
Yeah, she's just doing it.
Yeah.
She's just doing it, going, Gillian, that's it. I swear to God.
Gillian, what are you doing here? Wait, okay. So the tentacle is Gillian's mom?
Mother.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm making mental notes of all this. I will have forgotten this by the next session.
Right. The tentacle is Gillian's dead Italian mom.
Who
And
became
boy,
a
did-
god?
I'm calling it hentai minion after all of that.
But yeah, by the way, Gillian's mom became Hentai Minion, who was a beloved incidental character who established why when you have a great old one warlock, you shouldn't give their hentai minion that they summon, their tentacle minion, the attack of opportunity mechanic. You
Oh, is
shouldn't.
that why
Yeah.
Zealot doesn't?
Yes.
Zealot
Yes.
doesn't let me do that? Okay.
Because of the horror that was hentai minion.
So, like, what did Hentai Minion do? Just
good.
fucking wipe
Kill.
entire encounters?
No, hentai minion was basically, you know how when you have a beastmaster, pack tactics is overpowered on creatures.
Yeah.
He was pack tactics.
Oh,
He was
okay.
invincible pack tactic that could never die.
Right, because you can't
Can't
actually
be targeted by
target.
the enemy.
Yeah, you
And
can't
he
target.
didn't even need
Attack
to hit.
secondaries and flanking
He just
and
made
stuff.
it so that Sir Henry could crit. And when Sir
Right.
Henry crit, because I gave him a weapon that has lifesteal on it, he heals all the way back to full HP. And he screams at the top of his lungs, I'm fucking invincible!
And Sir Henry was
Sir
My
Henry
character.
was the only human of the party.
Oberus.
Because I'm boring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, he rapidly went off the rails very fucking quickly. Because, as it turns out, when you're in a campaign with many HP sponge enemies that take multiple turns and like do poison and stuff, when you're just a strong fighter and a battle master, you can kind of put them in their fucking place.
Yeah, I can see
To
that.
be fair, that weapon was also really good.
Oh,
That glaive was
But
hella
it was
cool.
also literally your reward for doing a boss fight, so like it was justified.
Like a solo boss fight?
Not a solo boss fight. No, that was against Demian, who
Yeah.
this is a long story.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Are we? Is this? I'm guessing we've kind of ended this session or not? Maybe.
We haven't
was-
ended yet because you can still ask questions to Johnny over there.
Right.
Basically,
I don't
Go
have
on,
any
go on.
questions. I think Travis is just gonna speak up and be like, so should we rest for now? I mean,
I'd be fine with that.
I'm kind of
Um,
hurting a
also-
little bit.
Also-
Please.
Also, Charles is gonna pull out his wallet real quick, and he digs out like a coupon to Giuliano's Pizzeria for a free order of breadsticks with the purchase of a medium pizza, and hands it over to Mr. Richard III.
he reads it and says, "Oh, I see." And then he points at the Giulianos. By the way, this is a universal constant. I just thought you should know.
I didn't think there'd actually be one here. He's
Yes, there is.
okay. I guess the old man spread out a bit then. Huh.
Across all
Uh,
Germans, Giuliano's is a pizza chain that inevitably exists and continues to exist for all time.
It's kind of like the brain stopped.
It's okay.
I was actually gonna give him the coupon, by the way, just because
No,
like, I was
he
thinking
takes
for his
it.
hospitality.
No, like he takes it. He takes it.
Yeah.
A sanity
Thank you
check.
for your hospitality.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm doing something for you. I'm
Sorry.
healing you. I'm healing you because you're resting.
I love rest.
Thank you. Have I been the only one that's taken any kind of damage, either sanity or?
No, I've taken damage.
Yeah, Mauser's taking damage. Mauser
Yeah.
almost got blown up that one.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Mauser that almost got blown up.
I almost got blown up. I was standing right next to our well friend, and I took some sanity damage.
Yeah, because I have no idea how resting works in this game.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I
was
see
just
what's
down.
going on. I apologize. I was
just
like, why are my
navigating.
switches happening here? What's going on?
It's because I was healing you.
Oh.
Yeah. If anyone has anything they want to ask the one NPC, you're getting all campaign.
I love
The
Can we
lore guy.
can we talk to him other times, or is he gonna go away after
Well,
the
yeah.
session?
No. He's here. Like
Oh,
this
yeah.
is your hub area.
Then
This is your hub
I'm
area.
fine. We'll come back. I'll find some weird fucked up piece of Sir Henry's mom's left ear, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's this?" And he can give me the lore dump on that.
And then he tells you,
Have you ever played a game called Elden Ring? Well,
You know.
if you
And then
have
I'll be
that-
like, "No, I haven't. What is that?"
no.
Are you familiar
you
with
have to take
Liza P?
Okay.
Now listen, you have to take that object into your hands, and now press the square button to bring up the details tab.
And next, you need to make sure that you're putting up this tiny little text that says, "Sponsored by NeoWiz and Liza P."
Thank you to NeoWiz for turning me into a real boy.
I'd like to announce to everyone at the stream.
Stuck on it all week.
I would like to announce to you all a reminder to thank NeoWiz for making me a real boy in Liza P.
Holy shit! I'm gonna fucking vomit.
I
I've
have an
actually been
image.
punking you this entire time.
I have something that I would like to be put up onto the stream, if you would.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Okay. I'm posting it in Sideshow.
the owls are not as they seem. Yeah.
Sans Pinocchio in hell.
Wait, what was that you said?
You heard her.
Oh,
You said
Yes, she did.
it's Undertale, baby. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm adding this to our stream. It's gonna be here for the rest of my life. And I'm not gonna.
That's your new VTuber.
Yeah, it's my new VTuber model, and I'm not gonna give context to people. Like Mountain Hauler, it's just gonna be a part of my stream overlay now.
good.
Oh, by the way, I posted the picture of the Twin Peaks giant because when you said he was 7 foot tall, that's the only thing I could think of.
Owls are not what they seem.
By the way, I'm surprised that nobody went. Wait a minute. What are you then? Because I was gonna have him do a thing, but you know what? We can save it for later.
I just think he's a really tall guy. Like maybe he played basketball at one point.
Yeah, at this point, Travis has
unassuming
just
this party
accepted
is.
it.
Like, I love how this party literally has been told,
Well, basically everything in your life that you've ever known is a lie. And you're here to maybe make 3 universes, but not if you don't want to. I mean, it's up to you. Unless...
and you just go, yeah, sounds like me.
Sounds like a plan. So I have one question. This is dynamite, right? This is just dynamite.
That's a stick of dynamite from Vietnam.
Vietnam?
Yes. Byrne was in every war.
Another starlight in Vietnam, I thought. All right.
To be fair, we just fought like a man who turned into a trash gulping whale. This is not.
Yeah.
This is not the weirdest thing that's even happened
You're
today.
right.
Yeah,
You
that's
are so
why
right.
that I think having the first. See, so you said like, oh, I'm just happy that the party has just like accepted all of this stuff.
They have had their world rocked.
Yeah, at this point, Travis, remember, you made the first boss. Thank you for following. I don't know who that was. I missed your name. Sorry. I'm bad at this.
I made the first boss a post-traumatic stress disorder trip, and now you're going to be dealing with war incarnate in the second dungeon.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Oh, it's Mauser. Hi, Mauser.
Yeah. No worries.
I love how every other time I get a follow on Twitch, I never get an email. I just got an email from Twitch saying, Small Mauser is now following you.
As opposed to large Mauser.
As opposed to the large Mauser.
Quite tiny.
All right. Good Lord. Okay, I'm gonna have to do. Goats. If this next week you get like questions, it's gonna be because I was rewatching the VOD and have questions.
Good. Honestly, I'm glad if you rewatch the VOD and
Because I
think that
feel
fondly.
like that lore dump that you gave today is very fucking important.
Oh, it's absolutely critical.
And I
honestly,
feel like I didn't comprehend half of it.
I'm gonna be real. Out of character goats after this session, now that we're closing off here, I'm willing to spill more beans. I'm willing to reminisce with the gang.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Rock and road.
Like some reveals I'm keeping as reveals, but dude, it's so important that you get one of the items that he's alluding to that he can't tell you what it is. Holy shit! That's
We're gonna in the next couple sessions we're gonna explore the town. I'm gonna make sure that we don't go directly to the theater house.
Agreed. But first, we gotta explore the town first.
Travis, we have to get our bearings. We have to learn what kind of town we're in. Travis is. I can tell you, Travis's goal, like brain blast. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Travis's idea is that like we need to scout out the town to see if we're gonna actually be safe when walking the streets, or if we're gonna get encounters.
Listen, I've played enough survival horror games to know that we can't just go straight to the theater house, even though I want to, because there's definitely going to be a locked door where we have to go get a fucking key from halfway across the map in a most obtuse place that shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, I told y'all about the third son of Ratward, and how you have his relic in your inventory because you passed a check because you're smart and beautiful and I love you.
I just wanted to look. The guy looked like he had been through a lot, and he recognized that we were both veterans, and I wanted to bond with him. All right, I made a friend. Okay.
Beautiful.
All I'm saying is, I've told you that there's 3 sons for a reason. There are two other surprise tools that'll help us later. Somewhere, you gotta find them.
I think we'll find them,
Eventually.
or at least I hope we'll find them.
Can't believe it.
One of them in particular, I'll tell you right now, pretty fucking important for the next campaign
For the next campaign?
that I have planned for Foundry.
I was hoping.
At the same,
It's longer term.
I was hoping for that because I want to go to Gilianos.
I hope.
I do too.
I hope you realize Gilianos is a fucking piece of shit.
It's 5 Nights at Gilianos.
It's so constant. That doesn't mean it's great.
It's the universal baseline. It's like learning that Domino's exists across all realities.
It was all downhill after the Gnomish pizza.
so wait, did
turns out, when you
Gillian? So wait,
scout-
when Gillian got the pizza, Did he make the pizza or did he have it made for him?
Oh no, we made it.
He made it from scratch ingredients.
Okay, so he made a pizza from scratch, and
that's why
ate
it was
it,
so good.
and had
it also
ego
had
death.
mushrooms. Yes.
Oh, the ego death was from the mushrooms. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very special mushrooms.
I'd like to say that the cheese was made by Dickie as a family recipe.
Yeah, we don't talk about that part.
They literally made the best pizza ever and ate it.
And it got everyone high and made someone suffer massive ego death and see himself in all realities. Got it. Okay.
It was so good that everyone got a power of friendship feat added to their fucking character sheet.
Holy shit, that's a good fucking pizza. Let me guess, the roll was like a nat 20?
It was just the pizza effort.
It was the components. It was how much painstaking effort the party went through.
Just
like
to make a pizza. That's insane. Okay, now I see why y'all never got the Yellowfang mine.
Yeah.
I bet y'all had 20 sessions and never got to it.
It was fun. It was just like we were just so
I gave the party too much freedom. I gave them an open-ended objective and told them you have to rout the enemy and you also have to defeat Dr. Sport.
Okay,
So
his name
you
is
do everything
Sport.
besides go to the mine first.
Yeah.
Because,
We gotta
the
defend
mine
the
seemed
town.
like it was further in, so we wanted to do all the side quests in the current area.
And
It's
quite
true.
frankly, they would have been fucking ready for that mine.
We were over leveled at that point, but we were under leveled for the Franz encounter, which we did not mean to go to. Totally.
Man, I want to say something cool about my character. Dickie was the only character to have a sanity meter in the first.
This is true,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had to create a sanity meter for fucking D&D?
D&D. Yeah.
When the sanity meter got low enough, he basically frenzied like in fucking Dark Souls.
That's
Or in Elden Ring,
insane.
rather.
Oh,
Yeah,
I, don't know
he
Frenzy.
literally
I don't know what
was
Frenzy
shooting-
did in Elden Ring. I have never played Elden Ring.
He basically starts shooting fucking lasers out of his eyes.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, that's different than what it was in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And he basically starts fucking using Flame of Frenzy and shit. And also he got special spells.
What class was
Also,
you
he's
playing?
slowly decaying, and I don't know what to do about it. That's just what Gillian was like.
Yeah.
By the way, Gillian had cancer.
What?
Yes.
Do not
He did.
remember that.
He did.
Drop kicking Pringles with these fucking
He did have cancer. He had fucking.
cancer.
He had fucking tentacle cancer.
Huh?
Yeah.
I thought he was a gnome.
Yeah.
What
Well,
class
he
was
made-
Gillian at first?
He was a warlock.
Old one warlock?
Warlock
He was-
for Dalgoth,
He was
baby.
a Pact of the Deep warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, what we're saying is, on Saturdays, we're gonna see this short gnomish fuck roll in, and Nexter is gonna be like, "It's you,"
It's you. It's
You.
Walter.
and then Holy Diver starts playing as it's revealed that they have the same type of stand.
Holy Diver.
Just imagine fucking Gillian stopping time, throwing knives at the fucking 19 rabbit foot party.
I'm still stuck on the fact that we had to fight Channel Awesome.
What?
Channel
What?
Yeah,
Hold on.
I have to get. Now I can talk about the reason that we couldn't stream it, which was nostalgia critic on birth.
Why did y'all fight
Creatures
Channel Awesome?
repeatedly burping out many nostalgia critics. And they were the
Aw.
creatures from the Wall review. That's right. They were the creatures from the Wall review that were incredibly pregnant and constantly burping out many nostalgia critics that we had to fight that turned into goop when they were defeated.
It was awful.
By the
What's-
way, this is the product of Splurk's fucking Amber experiments. Spork is a fucking asshole idiot.
Are we gonna meet him in this campaign? Probably.
I'm glad I drowned him.
No,
He's dead.
Gillian literally took over his mind palace and screamed at him until he drowned to death. By the way, Spork, he's Dr. Insano.
Yeah.
Oh no! Really?
Yup.
Man,
It was a Channel Awesome spoof.
So
I
the
love
main
that-
villain. Wait. Spork wasn't the main villain of Yellow.
no.
So no. Spork was a complete side quest basically. Spork
Gotcha,
was the
okay.
funny one, and then Franz was like, okay, but we're actually getting serious.
Okay, hey Goats, I have another. You were the one who ran Yellowfang, right?
Yes.
I have a very, very, very important question. How
Before you ask-
sober were you when you made any of this?
Completely.
What the
Completely.
fuck?
Completely.
Well, I mean, I'm putting
This
Jesus
is up from,
Christ
like-
in my D&D game, so
So anyways,
Hell yeah.
So I'm telling you more details because you'll never be safe. So the exact reasons why Mauser cited earlier, in case you didn't hear it, was that one of the bits that we had because the party was going through Spork's mansion and they were getting harassed by the nostalgia critic and what's it called? What was the name of the PDF file?
Oh God, it was Justin Carmichael.
Yeah, Justin Carmichael.
yeah,
And Justin Carmichael.
Wario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Juario was there too. Juario was there too, and they were harassing the party, and they were evil, fucked up abominations. One of them, yeah, I remember. One of them, Juario, because he played David Bowie in from the Labyrinth. I had him be the Thin White Duke from David Bowie.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. There's okay, so you had a character in a
Yes, that was
Dungeons
based
and
off of-
Dragons campaign that was based off of Wario, the
As a monster.
YouTuber,
As a monster.
playing David Bowie from the Labyrinth as the Thin White Duke.
Yes, from David Bowie.
My brain hurts.
You know the best part?
What?
It was a picture of Juario, but with Meridia's beacon from Skyrim on his head.
I also need to mention that Sir Henry and Nostalgia Critic had a rivalry going on.
Oh my god, is Sir Henry the angry video game nerd?
No, he's just based. And also, tell me right now that I still have the Nostalgia Critic downloaded on this computer.
Please.
I need you to realize, Brinkles.
I'm gonna open up Yellowfang Mind again. Hold on here. Let's
I need
see.
you to realize, Brinkles, that the fucking... I did some Photoshop magic for these, right? I did some Photoshop fucking magic.
Yeah. I am still streaming, by the way. We haven't stopped.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna show you, hold on.
Am I gonna be allowed to show this nostalgia
We
critic
had
on
internet.
stream?
We had intellect devourers. We had intellect devourers that were the minions of what's it called? The minions of Linkara, because Linkara was there too.
Linkara?
Yeah, the car was there. He
Was
had little
Spoonie
creatures
there?
called.
Called one that was our friend.
Yes, Spoonie was Dr. Insano. Spoonie
Oh,
was,
right,
Spoonie
right,
was
right,
Spork.
right.
That's why his name is Dr. Spork, because he's Spoonie.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I get
Yes.
it.
This is what I used for a creature that was known as Lightbringer.
Oh God, yeah, there he is.
Oh, I fucking hate that. Oh my god.
He was the Lightbringer.
That was all it could say. That was all it could say. It was a horrific abomination, and the party loved him.
Chat, for I'm not putting this on stream because I don't feel like going through the deal with it, but what I'm looking at is I'm looking at a brain with legs and tentacles wearing a fucking fedora.
Okay, I found a screenshot that shows it has the Nostalgia Critic that she made in it, but it also shows the climactic scene where what do you call it? So what do you call it? Dr. Spork and his minions, they go down into this little hidden alcove. They're hiding
the basement.
underneath
It's the basement of the basement.
A basement, yeah. And then Dot says, "Hey, what if I use this flooding spell at like max level? Would it flood the basement? Would it flood the gosh darn palace? And then yeah, we just
said, "Fuck it, that's
we
it."
teleported the party out except for Dot and except for Gillian and Dickie, because Dickie had like some, what do you call it? It's like air breathing potions, so we could survive those flood. And what happened was the mansion became Gillian's mansion, and it became like a dungeon for him. And when the party made it to the center, this is what they saw. Gillian was facing down Dr. Spork while fucking...
Is that fucking Slender Man?
Yeah,
That is Slender Man Nostalgia Critic with his grimacing face as his aura.
Oh
Yeah.
my
and that's the
god.
By the way, in the corner, that is Linkara dead. he was mad Pumpkinhead from Elden Ring with a fedora on his head, and if you took off the fedora, he was shining a light everywhere because he was the light bringer.
Are you in like a fucking server room?
Yes, at the bottom of the mansion in the basement, fighting, fucking Slender Man Nostalgia Critic.
Who's the saxophone guy?
That's Dickie.
Oh, that's Dickie?
The blooper is Gillian.
Why is Gillian represented by a blooper?
Because he's a little guy.
guy.
Little squid guy. I mean, like, I'm a gnome, but, like, you know, he's got a pact with, like, a tentacle god, basically.
No,
so,
I
you know.
get it, yeah. It makes more sense than I'm willing to admit.
You say horrified.
The reason Dickie is a saxophonist is because this is very identical to like a tentacle, and it's
That's so good. I didn't even
Yeah.
think of that, Mauser.
in my lore. Like the Sprouse family invented the saxophone as an instrument to like praise Delgoth with.
Oh, shit, that rules.
So is Dalgoth evil?
Dalgoth was assumed to be evil for a long time, but then it was revealed over time that he was a more morally ambiguous character.
Gotcha.
Indeed.
He's basically celestially, he is a representation of evil, but also because he had a daughter, he learned how to become human.
Got it, okay. And the daughter is the piece that I have, right?
No,
Okay, we don't know who the daughter is.
no, the daughter is the core central divinity from the first game,
Gotcha.
who was kind of a background force, who was going to appear after we dealt with Amber.
Which is Franz.
No. Franz Cromer is her own character. She is Griffith.
That bitch Franz.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, that's what you need to know. That's what you need to know.
No, she's Griffith.
Griffith,
She's Griffith.
like the actions that Griffith took?
No, she's Griffith.
Okay. Awful. Terrible. I hate it.
Yeah, no, literally her antagonistic fascist group was called the Band of the Hawk.
Okay. She's literally Griffith. Got it. Okay.
She's Griffith. She's Griffith.
Griffith Berserk. Got it. Okay.
She literally, dude, I had it. Dude, literally, you were told, yeah, Amber is basically like had the mind of a child, and this grown-ass woman would instill fear of the most horrific fear that it changed colors.
Wow.
There was a
okay.
reason why she was able to do that.
Because she's Griffith.
Because she's fucking Griffith.
So, are we talking Griffith
We're
post-eclipse?
We're talking capital G Griffith.
Okay, so...
We're talking... We aren't taking our Griffium. We aren't going, but, well, he wasn't that bad.
No, I would never say that about that motherfucker. Dear God.
Exactly. We're not super eye patch wolf stands here.
Please don't tell me Super Eye Patch Wolf is one of those motherfuckers.
Don't worry, that's a joke. Don't
Okay,
worry, that's a
thank God, because like I enjoy that guy's videos.
No, it's something that his friends clown on him.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I'm guessing it was like an out of context statement.
Probably. I don't know
Yeah.
the exact series. The point is, literally Griffith. Literally, it's fucking Griffith.
I understand. God, I hope that bitch doesn't come back, or else Travis is gonna have some words with her.
Oh, don't worry, she's coming back.
Oh, kill me!
I posted the Hades for a reason.
Oh, that she's the sorcerer of Eld.
Yeah, she's the sorcerer of Eld, dude. You gotta take out your magic gun. You have to take out your magic gun like Linkara would have.
You know, Travis's sidearm isn't magic, but you know, it'll still do the job.
It'll shoot to kill.
It'll shoot to kill. I'm pretty sure if you pulled out a fucking 9mm in front of Hades in Final Fantasy XIV, I'm pretty sure it'll do more damage than some other things.
B3.
That fight would have been a lot sooner if you could just pull out a fucking 9mm.
This is wonderful.
So the point is that she was literally fucking Griffith. By the way, she's also partially responsible for Ratward meeting his other two sons.
So
By the way, the plot with his other two sons, because I'm having fun and I'm describing things, they were from a separate band that was auxiliary to the Band of the Hawk called the Band of the Fledgling.
Got it, okay.
They were a war crime. As in, they were basically the city of Santa Deva, the city-state of Santa Deva, had these crusades going on in the interest of like a greater good, common good, spreading democracy all over the world.
Democracy in quotes or real democracy?
Well, all I'm going to tell you is it had a lot of war against other races happened.
Okay, so democracy in quotes. Got it. Understandable.
Yep, democracy in quotes in the quote-unquote name of objectively good Santa Deva, who is literally just caught in the middle of this.
Yikes.
And has no power to do anything. Point is, basically, Band of the Fledgling is full of either children directly picked up from the towns and shit that they would raise in war crime, or mysteriously appearing half racial children.
Huh.
One of these children is fucking Ratward's second son, known as Rain, the optional NPC that the party saved. They saw a Crusader fella dying on the ground without an arm, and they managed to save him. Companion for life unlocked. Literally child soldier.
And this was like, and when you say child, you mean like adopted child, right?
I mean fresh out of 18. He's 18.
Okay.
Probably turned 18 last week.
Okay.
And then there's the central big brother figure of the Band of the Fledgling, known as Blythe. He's Guts.
Got it. Okay. And Ratward is his dad as well?
And yes.
Okay. Pretty cool that Ratward is the father of Guts Berserk.
Ratward is the father that stepped up.
Gotcha. No, I get you. I get it.
Yeah.
He's an old wrestling
insanity.
papa.
Yep.
I want to give...
Go on.
Okay. I want to give a special mention to Dallas, who was kind of both the kids of Ratward and
he was
Flint.
a joint custody baby of Flint and Ratward.
Flint being Hockey Clocker's war criminal, right?
Yes, because Hockey and Zealot's character acted like they were divorced all the time.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Basically, Dallas is someone who Ratward was in Mortal Kombat with. Like he was a Band of the Hawk member. He was a Franzite. He was fucking evil, fucked in the head. Ratward punched him in the back of the head so hard that his brain split down the middle and became an asshole.
Right.
So he has a
broke him.
sphincter.
Wait,
in-
what?
so he has a sphincter in the middle of his brain because of the amber that he was using illicitly, and both hemispheres of his brain are the butt cheeks.
Okay.
He was lobotomized, but also was unbrainwashed because of this.
Okay.
So he was the butt-brained boy of Flint, and he's for a long time he spoke only in pain lines from Payday 2: The Heist.
Okay. Okay.
So he would say, "Ah," and "I'm dying. I need a medic bag."
Oh, okay.
I need.
So he would shorten it as, "I need." He was very innocent.
Okay.
Poor fella.
Poor fella. I'm gonna.
Hockey managed to heal his brain somewhat. He couldn't fully unbutt brain him, but he managed to at least have the intelligence of a child.
All right. At the mention of butt brain, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream and I think
This is the best.
There was a lot of.
I think I'm gonna go play Warframe and
It's a good idea.
give myself a lobotomy. At the mention
That's a smart idea.
It wasn't until you mentioned the butt brain that my brain decided to shut off. I was
Your
with
brain
it
was just-
until the butt brain.
As it turns out, we're not above lowbrow humor.
I never thought we were. It's just my brain's literally trying to comprehend the idea of an actual butt brain, and it can't, so it gave up.
That's great. That's great.